Hello there, welcome to this course. In this part of formal method course, I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know to get started modeling in Opal. In today's course, we're gonna cover some introduction about Opal and some new basic concept for modeling in Opal, such as model checking and final state machine. So before we start, actually the Uppaal is a verification and validation methods for modeling the real-time system. So before we start, what is the difference between the verification and validations? Actually, the verification, or the first we start with validation. Validation is check whether the specification capture the customer need, while the verifications it's checking whether this software, the design of the software, it's meet this specification or not. So in our course, actually, we focus more on the verifications. So in this course, actually, we focusing on the verification of the software and the hardware design. So after you design your software or the hardware, you need to check whether the software is meet the specification that developed in the elicitation step or not. So in this course, it can help to verify either your software or your design. Actually, as we said before, we go to the developing the design before we go to the prototypes. So we need to check either our software is meet the specification or not. Also in this course, we focusing on the real-time system, embedded system, uh, as any autonomous systems. So all of this is we can consider it as real-time system. So here is some example of the real-time system. So in the real-time system, also the other like pump control, some example of the also the airbags, robots, ABC, anything it's made the faults is not depends only on the design or in the logical design of the system, but also on the timing. The system or the design of the system is not only depends on the logical design, it's also depends on the timing, depends on the interaction with other parts of the environment. So what's the verification? As I said, the verification is we want to ensure that the specifications or the software design meet the specification. So the verification is the process of confirm that the design satisfy the system requirements. Okay, now if we say why we need, if we have testing, why do we need another methods or another tool for verifications? So why do we need the verifications? Since we have another tool like software testing. Software testing, we can test the software and then done. No, actually software testing, mostly we just generate some representative tools or representative input and output test cases. So the verification is different. The verification is they try to exhaustively exhaustively test all the possibilities. So we are talking about some properties, some correctness. So we need to check these properties. So we will check in the verification. We all the possibilities of these properties. So in the verification, actually, there is some properties need to be checking. For example, the correctness, the reachability of some points. Or so in the verification, we check all the possibilities of this property. But in the software testing, we just check some, as we say, representative of the test cases. Maybe the total or the exhaustive testing, for example, 1 million, but we check only 20 test cases of this 1 million. So in the formal verification, the tools that use is try to check all the possibilities and try to cover all the test cases that we need to check a specific property.